The NFL season is now done and in the books, and it came on the heels of one of the worst Super Bowls ever. Where does Super Bowl 60 sit in the history of bad Super Bowls? And what did we take away from the season's final game? We'll discuss that and a whole lot more right now. This is Offside Sports. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Offside Sports, live from the Lofton Center Studios in Southern California, presented by Turtlebox Audio. Check out their kind of lineup of portable speakers at turtleboxaudio.com. Thanks, as always, to Turf and Sons. For the turf we sit upon, Turf and Sons, San Diego's #1 choice for turf installation. Find them at turfandsons.com. Allison and Dave.
Hello.
Season's over. It's in the books, man. No more football. No more CJ Stubbs as well. He's over at.
I miss our baby.
I miss our baby. Getting ready for the baseball season and spring training and the World Baseball Classic, playing for Team Israel. So we wish him and his brother Garrett, and all the athletes who are participating, best of luck. But there's always that general light depression that sets in when the confetti goes off. One team has won the game. And all three of us are from the sports talk radio world. All three of us have 20 plus years in sports talk radio. And it was always Dave that, oh, God, what are we going to talk about? Because now we're in kind of like that dead spot where you're forced to talk about NBA. You're forced to get a little deeper into college football. Pitchers and catchers are going to start reporting this week, but there's really NHL. There's really nothing going on until March Madness and the baseball season. And I literally would crawl into the parking lot going, I hate my life.
Yeah. What are we going to talk about?
What are we going to talk about?
Exactly.
It's such a weird lull. And even though there is NBA and there is hockey and college basketball,
Exactly.
it's still a very strange lull in the sports world.
You feel it most on the first Sunday after the Super Bowl, right? That's when you feel it.
Yep.
And then you realize
You don't feel it the first Sunday after the playoff, after the conference championships? That's when I feel
when
it.
you have that
Before
break.
the week
No, because
before
I know
the Super
why.
Bowl.
I know what's going on. I just know there's a travel, there's coming up, there's going to be Super Bowl stuff we get excited about. For me, though, I'm telling you, February stinks. It's the worst sports month of the year by far. The NBA, they aren't even trying yet, right? They don't even try till after they don't try to after the All-Star game.
Right.
And then college basketball has turned into a mess because it's one and done. You don't get tied into these players. You wait for March Madness for the brackets to come out. But, like, I'm a huge basketball fan, and I don't watch college basketball the way I used to. I just remember in 2012, Jeremy Lin saved the month of February. And it was Jeremy Lin. Remember that? It was
Linsanity.
Linsanity.
Yeah.
And that was 1 year like in my lifetime. I mean, it is bad. February is disappointing. And we're baseball fans on this show. And we talk a lot of baseball. But come on, we're talking about pitchers and catchers. I mean, it's insane. I can go to the park and watch guys play catch.
Don't insult CJ, who's not here to defend his
CJ,
profession.
But you got to practice squatting? Okay.
No. Now that he's gone, let's make fun of him.
Yeah, what are we doing here? I mean, the thing is, he gets paid for it. We're watching it. What does it say about us? So, not having a football, Mike, to your point, it's extremely sad.
It is sad. Seattle wins Super Bowl 60, 29-13. Score wasn't even that close in this game. 5 field goals. Jason Myers, kicker for Seattle, a San Diego product, Southern California. So congratulations to him.
Close family friend of ours.
That's what
Jason Myers.
When you told me that, I was like, who don't you know?
No, it's so weird, though, that we're watching this game and going to know someone in the Super Bowl, let alone know a kid that you went to Christmas parties with since he was 8 years old.
Right.
That this little kid all of a sudden might win MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and
was the strangest thing.
And my boys played Pop Warner with Rashid Shaheed, on the Seahawks. So they played for years together, and then crosstown rivals in high school. So
it's just
good buddy.
It's bizarre.
Okay, so it really was. It was in all four of us picked the Seahawks, and I said I thought it was going to be a blowout, and it was a blowout. Again, 29-13, not even as close as we think. Dave, what were you happy about as far as the game is concerned? Was there something you took away going, okay, I'm glad that happened?
You know what? Sam Darnold's had a tough road, right?
Yep.
So I think, and CJ is a USC guy, and so he's always pushing Seattle the entire time through.
Yeah.
You know, for Sam Darnold to even have the year he had the year before with the Vikings, and then they say, hey, we're going to let you go. We got a guy named J.J. McCarthy. We're going to let you go. And you see his road that he took, and everyone remembers the game when he played for the Jets and says, I see ghosts.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most embarrassing things of all time. I was happy for that. Overall, I'm not a fan of either team. I do hate the Patriots. I will tell you that straight out. I'm not a fan of the Patriots or anything Boston. I hate everything Boston sports. But the Patriots won, it wouldn't have ruined my day. It's not like I'm waking up in the morning, oh my gosh, Patriots won. But for Seattle, it was kind of one of those, the best team won, and
Yeah,
they were
for sure.
dominating, and we talked about how great the NFC was, and they put on a heck of a show. Overall, you tip your hat to Coach McDonald and go, you know, good for you. Can you repeat next year? That's what they say. That's immediately, can you do it again?
Allison, what'd you take away? Something that you're like, okay, you know that, I'm glad.
Again, Sam Darnold, I mean, how can you not cheer for that guy? 5 teams, he's just been shuffled around, and to win a Super Bowl and have that now part of his legacy, that's pretty special.
It's especially when Dave, you mentioned seeing the ghosts and other teams telling you, thanks for the, you know, holding the position or keeping the seat warm, but we're going to move on from you. And then going to Seattle, and you know, he gets to Seattle, he's probably thinking, oh my God, how much older am I than the head coach? Type of thing. But you get there and you see the Seattle team kind of round into shape like they did. That defense has been stellar all season long. I'm happy for Sam Darnold. Drake May just chose one of those days that he had a horrible football game.
Well, his offensive line did not help. I mean, that left side of the line is something they're going to have to address. The guard and the tackle on the left side, he has no protection. He was running for his life. And if they don't improve that somehow,
they're both rookies, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But with time or a different person in there, I don't know what they're going to do. But he was running for his life.
It was, you know, and to have your big offensive output come from Mac Hollins, who walking into the game dressed up as a prisoner, and it's like, hey Mac, come in bare feet to games, even in the snow. That's cute. Now you're like, you've had your 15 minutes. Just go back to being a normal, good NFL football player. So Jason Myers kicks 5 field goals. Kenneth Walker, 161 total yards. And I think the story, and correct me if I'm wrong, his father has a problem with crowds. I think that was the story. And it was the first time he has seen Kenneth Walker play.
Wow.
And Kenneth Walker delivers on the biggest stage. Did you think there should have been co-MVPs? Or they're not going to do that for now? Had the game ended up 15-0, you obviously have to give it to Jason Myers.
Yeah.
I thought there was a part of me, Dave, thinking, all right, we've had co-MVPs before.
No, for me, it was Walker was the guy. I mean, he was so good. Remember, he was also filling the role of the running back, Charbonnet, who wasn't there, and so he was tremendous. And here's a great story. All these guys have fantastic stories. It's so hard to get to the NFL, but the fact that here's a guy raised in Memphis that goes to Wake Forest, goes to Michigan State, and now he is with Seattle as arguably their best offensive threat. Just an incredible day for him. I always enjoy the storylines behind it, and everybody has one. You see it in the families. And,
big time.
You know, good for him, but I would have given an MVP to him.
Allison, you good with him?
I'm great with him. Great. I mean, he was probably the best player on the field that day. But Jason Myers, in addition to 5 field goals, 2 extra points, he scored 17 points.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good day, and didn't have any misses. And so I think also you could say Seattle defense. I mean, there could have been triple MVPs. Really.
Absolutely. When you think about how they literally shut down, dominated in this football game, and you know, Dave, we were talking before the show, that first pass Darnold throw, that was a flea's eyelash from being a pick six.
The other way.
And it really could, and we have all seen Super Bowls where one big play happens and then it just starts the ball rolling. This game to me was disjointed. It never really got into any sort of a flow. And I don't know if we've seen enough Super Bowls. You can tell when guys are jittery, when guys are nervous, I think May fired a fastball on it, like a 6-yard out that went, you know.
Yes.
So it's easy for us to armchair quarterback it because we've never been on that field in what you prepared your whole football life for.
Yeah, you're right, because you know, it's the biggest stage. You're going to remember this game forever.
Yes.
And even though there've been 60 of them, for the people who are alive, for the ones you remember, you never forget them.
No.
And the Patriots-Rams Super Bowl a few years ago might have been the most boring one. This one, they rivaled that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
And last year wasn't all that great either.
No, it was a blowout the other way, but still,
Yeah.
it was Mahomes and Jalen Hurts.
Right.
All right, the TV ratings are in for the Super Bowl. How many eyes did NBC garner? How much of that was because of the halftime show? And could we see the dawn of dueling halftime shows? We'll discuss as we continue here on Offside Sports right after this.